Hello, it's Keith Walker speaking. This clip that I'm putting up now specifically relates to your reflective report, one of your final assignments due in at the end of the course. I'm putting it up now because you're about to start dabbling in your arousal assignment and constructing your strategic plans and running your companies and discussing amongst yourselves, etc., etc. The reason I'm discussing it now is because when you come to complete your reflective report at the end, I'm just letting you know that I'm not looking for just pages and pages of bar graphs and pie charts and Excel sheets. That's not what we want. If you look at the assessment criteria for the marking of this course, you'll see that 50% of the mark relates to your description of what you did inside the company, and the causal effects of it, and what you did to correct faults, what you did to improve things, etc., etc. So it's a written document, about 1,500 words, which is about 5 pages. You'll see also in there the other criteria that are marked includes another 20% marks for readings. If you describe something that took place inside your arousal simulation and it didn't work, and you can point to some part of the text or the reading or something that indicated this could be a reason for things not to work, you can then indicate that that might be the reason it didn't work. I didn't take enough account of XYZ, therefore I didn't hire the ABC staff that I needed to complete this project profitably. I then changed this around, I then did something else, and then I had a more profitable outcome, margins improved, whatever it is that you had come into. Now the reason I'm mentioning it now is because as you go along, you're able to do the arousal things as many times as you like. You only submit one to us for assessing against your peers, and that's the final one at the end of the 2-year period. But all the others, you can play around, you can change things, you could close your eyes and bang buttons, whatever you want to do. Our preference, our infinite preference, is that you make changes that you can then articulate as being the reason for the improvement or the reason for not enough improvement. Because if you're making changes that are controlled, precise for a particular purpose, then it becomes a duplicatable process. You've learnt, for example, if you hire the right staff, you get a better outcome than if you don't hire the right staff, and things like this. So I've put this up early so that students, as they go along, might make a little note. If they sort of run a simulation and they were hoping for this great outcome and it failed to achieve that, then they went back and they looked at it and thought, oh, I forgot to hire somebody, or I forgot to reorganise my organisation, or something, or my profit margins weren't adequate, or whatever the situation may be, or I didn't use enough subcontractors to lower my cash flow, or whatever the situation may be. They're the sort of things I'm looking for you to articulate, because they show that you've learnt from not only doing the right thing, but also from what you did that didn't produce the outcome you wanted. So just to summarise it then, I'm not wanting to see graphs. I don't need pie charts, I don't need graphs, I don't need Excel sheets. I need a written document, a Word document, that's your expression of what you've learnt from running an arousal simulation. You can go in and look at the selection box. You'll see exactly what I'm looking at. You can see the percentage of the marks. As I said, 50% of it is based on you interpreting and explaining, which is your interpretations, your explanations. And don't be afraid. Don't think that your interpretations have to be that your company goes on and makes millions of dollars. The interpretations could be that you failed on something. You didn't include this, and you realise that was a mistake. And I've had reflective reports from students like that. I remember a classic where the student said that he ignored the strategic plan, and that was a big mistake. He got to the end of the simulation and he was in nowhere land and his company wasn't profitable, and he appreciates that perhaps he should at least started where the group had planned to go, and then vary it from there. So I'm hoping this gives a bit of clarity now. Normally we give this a little later in the process, in the period, the semester, but we'll do it now so that you can maintain it. There is a different mechanism available now in there where you can go in and answer 3 questions, This is new for this year. I haven't seen it before. They won't be marked or assessed by us. They're just something for you guys to help you. It could be a handy tool to help with your reflector report, because you can record in there what you did and that sort of thing. I don't know how useful it'll be yet. This is our first semester of having it involved in the course. It's not accessible by me. I don't look at it. It's just for your advantage. Okay, so summarising, the reflector report is a Word written document. In other words, it's you explaining what did or didn't happen in your company. It's hopefully you also then referring it back to the academic readings that you've got. There's obviously 10% marks in there for the written expression, so the fact that I can read it and understand it and I have to work my way through too many grammatical errors is always an advantage for the student. And again, summarising, this is not a document of just pie charts and graphs. It's a written document. It's a written articulation of what you've learnt, be it good or bad, and that's what I look forward to reading at the end. So we've given you this a little earlier so that you can record things as you go along. How you do that's up to you, maybe a diary or something like that, whatever you want to do, and then that can be the basis for your documents. Okay, thank you for listening to me. I hope this is helpful, and I hope it's a good guidance to you getting a good mark for that second last assignment. Thank you.